Hey guys, Mark here. Well, welcome along today again to Crescent Honda here in the south of England, and today we're taking out the all-new 2022 Honda NT1100. Stay tuned and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Well, welcome along today guys to this NT1100 review. Let's have a little look round and go through all the specifications on this lovely touring motorcycle. First off, this has been kindly loaned to me by Crescent Honda here in the south of England. So this comes with the same engine as in the Africa Twin, and it's got the 1084cc 8-valve parallel twin, producing loads of low RPM torque and power. It's got the wonderful 270 degree crank, which gives it that lovely sort of V-twin sound and feel. So price on these, I was actually quite surprised. For this model, as you're seeing now, comes in at £11,999. This is the manual model. You can also get the DCT, the 6-speed dual clutch transmission model, for £12,999. So it's basically £1,000 more for the DCT. Power on these, 101 horsepower at 7,500 RPM, but what this engine's all about is the torque. 104 Newton meters at quite a low 6,250 RPM. Weight on these, 238 kilos wet weight, so it's not too bad. And 248 kilos for the DCT. So this is currently fitted with the comfort seat. It's 820mm high. Have a look at me on the bike. I mean, I'm not that tall, I'm 5'7" with a 30-inch inside leg, and I weigh about 75 kilos. Just see how I fit the bike so you can compare for yourself. Nice big fuel tank on this. Obviously it's a touring bike. 20-litre fuel tank on this. You should get at least 50 to the gallon UK, probably more, giving you a range of at least 200 miles. Tyres on these, got a 120 section on the front, 17-inch wheel. It's currently running Metzeler Road Tech tyres. 180 on the rear, 17-inch wheels. So this bike is absolutely supremely comfortable. Might not have the power of, say, a Ninja 1000 or the new GSX 1000 GT, but that's not what this bike's all about. It's all about mile munching comfort. It really is a touring bike through and through. This got a whole host of standard features. We've got cruise control, a centre stand fitted as standard, which is really nice. And I've just tried to put it on the centre stand and it went up with quite a lot of ease. It wasn't difficult to put on the centre stand, so that's really nice. It comes with a centre stand. Heated grips fitted as standard. 5-stage heated grips. We've got 5 rider modes, 3 preset and 2 customisable. We've got urban, rain and tour. 3-way traction control and wheelie control. Got LEDs all round. Have a little look at the lights later on. self-cancelling indicators. Got a 5-position screen, which is manually adjustable. I'll do that for you later on. So another really nice touch is it comes with panniers as standard. There's also an optional 38 litre or 58 litre top box. They also come with liners as well, which is really nice. There's also a little tiny bit of handy storage under the rear seat here. Get a drinks bottle in there or a small sandwich, something like that, so that's quite handy. So nice 6.5-inch TFT touchscreen, which is compatible with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and Bluetooth. You can also get Urban, Tour and Voyage packs for this to spec it up even more. You've got a USB there and a 12-volt socket as well. So Showa forks, separate fork function, big piston forks on these, 43mm, and preload adjustable rear shock in there. Got these neat little lower deflectors to keep the wind off your lower legs and feet. These are available in this black, a white and a grey. Right then guys, let's do the test ride. Okay guys, Honda's NT1100. And just before we get going, I was going to show you this screen. It's manually adjustable without tools, but to actually do it you physically have to hold quite hard here and just pull down. So it's quite an effort. So there's your maximum and there's your minimum. So it goes up quite a way. Let's put it in the maximum for now. So I just thought I'd show you that in case I forget. So quite easy to swing a leg over, even for a shortish person like me. And as you can probably see on the cutscene, I'm not quite flat-footed, but I've got a good lot of my foot down. I'm very nearly down, but not quite. So all good in that respect. So if you're about my height, you're going to be absolutely fine with this. If you're a lot shorter than 5'7", you may struggle with this. It's physically a big bike. It's very wide across here. Doesn't feel too heavy considering it's 238 kilos, but when you sit on it, oh, it's just so comfortable. The seat is so plush. So we'll just run through all the specifications and all the controls. You've got your flashing light there, flash hazards, sorry, high beam and low beam, function button, your phone and voice control, horn, indicators, hazards. You've got the huge amount of buttons there that all these sort of bikes have, same as the Africa Twin. That's probably a separate video all on its own, but all your function buttons there for your menu. Over on this side we have a span adjustable front brake lever, another function button, engine start and kill switch, cruise control, and that's about it really. So no electronic suspension on this. Got the Showa forks, which are adjustable for preload, and we have a preload adjustable rear shock. We've got 2 charging points there, 12-volt and USB. So the same sort of dual display as on the Africa Twin, this being based on the Africa Twin. So there we go. Okay, so we're currently in Tour mode. It does have urban and rain as well, and 2 other modes you can set yourself. Lots of nice information there: revs, speedo, fuel gauge, temperature gauge. You've got your power, engine braking and traction, ambient temperature. We've got heated grips on today, and that's it. We won't go into that in any more depth today, but that's pretty much a separate video on its own. So let's start this up. Whoa, so beautiful. Very, very surprised the sound this makes. It's got a really good bark to it from that parallel twin. So let's pull away. Oh, by the way, this bike has got the optional Honda quick shifter fitted, which is up and down. So straight away, what a lovely smooth engine. It just purrs. It's got that 270-degree crank, which gives it a lovely feel as well. So straight away we're going to come into a little town environment just to see how the NT1100 handles, because this is going to be used quite a lot in town, I would have thought. So we're in third gear, 2,500 revs, and the engine is purring along beautifully. There's no hunting or surging in the fueling. Very nice gentle throttle response. It's not sharp at all, it's just nice. It's not too instantaneous, it's not going to catch you out at all. But at this sort of speed, 28, 29, third gear, what are we now? 2,500 RPM. It's just purring along like a sewing machine. So when you first get on this bike, it does feel physically big. You know, across this area here, it's kind of like a pan-European or an FJR 1300, that sort of bike. But in actually just riding it like this now, it doesn't feel heavy at all. All the clutch, it's very, very light and smooth. We'll try the quick shifter a bit later on the open road. But if you had to do a bit of commuting on this, no problem at all. I mean, it would be an absolute dream in my opinion, because it's just got this wonderful engine. It's got a lovely road presence to it, and the seat is just so comfortable, supremely comfortable I would call this. So downshifting, very, very easy and light on the gearbox. Back brake works nicely, it's got a good bite to it there. Down into first, low speed, all feels very easy, doesn't feel overly heavy. Absolutely lovely clutch action, very smooth. Yeah, no, this is actually much nicer than I thought through town. I thought it would be a bit cumbersome, but it just purrs. The clutch is smooth, the gearbox is light, and the throttle response is good. Front brake's nice, but we'll try that out later on. But yeah guys, all in all, NT1100 through town so far seems good to me. Out on the open road now on the NT1100. So we just work our way through the bike in the usual way, talking about all the various parts. So we'll start off with the screen. So I've got this screen in the highest position at the moment. I'm not that tall, 5'7", but it's doing a sterling job at deflecting pretty much all the wind. I can hardly feel any wind at all, absolutely superb. These little deflectors here are stopping the wind as well, hitting my hands, that's good. But in that position, feels very, very good. I can still see over the top of it. So if you're a taller guy, I still think this screen would be absolutely fine. If you're in a hot country, just push the screen down and you're going to get all the nice wind on you. So TFT, touchscreen TFT, usual thing, beautifully clear, very bright and easy to read. Seeing all my revs, speed. We're in tour mode at the moment, 8 degrees C, ambient temperature, all very nice. So this one's fitted with the quick shifter. We'll just try that out now. 5, 4, 3, very easy. So I must say, for a big bike, really handles nicely. I mean, we've got some bumpy roads here in England, and I must say this suspension is absolutely a dream. It's a magic carpet ride. It's, you know, it's not like a pogo effect, it doesn't wallow or anything in the corners, but God, is it a sumptuous ride, you know, paired with the lovely comfortable seats. You know, this is a supreme mile munching bike for sure. Right, we'll just try the front brakes out. Nissin dual front brakes. So it puts on the all the indicators when you put the brakes on hard, so very good brakes. So we're second gear now, wide open throttle, using a quick shifter. Very, very slick and easy to use. So 5 stars for the up and down quick shifter. So there are a lot of controls here. It would take a while to get used to them, I would say, but I've got a friend who's got an Africa Twin with the same setup, and he absolutely finds it absolutely fine once you get used to it. So fifth gear at the moment, just purring along, just under 4,000 revs, 60 miles an hour. The engine is extremely smooth. All I can feel is just a light throb through the pegs, nothing through the seat and nothing through the bars. Absolutely fabulous. Riding position, quite similar to the Africa Twin. I would say it's a little bit more, sort of less distance from the bars to you. It's sort of almost brought back a bit more. Very, very upright, you know, pretty much upright. A tiny bit maybe a forward lean, but not much. Nice riding position in the legs right into the tank. There's loads of room here in the tank, in the cutouts here. I cannot feel any wind whatsoever on my lower body or my feet or anything like that, so they've done a great job on that. So downshifter, auto blipper works beautifully. 40 mile an hour at the moment, no hunting or surging in the fueling, immaculately fueled. So as I say, this one is fitted with the comfort seat, but I've also read that the standard seat is extremely comfortable as well. So if you wanted to do lots of miles, definitely give one of these a look. Lead times on these at the moment, on ordering them, it's about 3 to 4 weeks, so pretty good. They do have a few in stock at the moment, but I think they're sold at Crescent Honda. But do get yourself in there to have a go on this if you want. So down to 30, again, very, very easy manners at low speed. It may be a big bike, but it handles impeccably at this low speed. I have tried it in the urban and the rain, and they're just reduced power and more traction control. So, but they're fine. But I think the go-to mode really will be the tour mode. Alright guys, so we're on the motorway now. Fifth gear, into 60, indicated 70. Just try the cruise control out. So dead easy to use cruise control, hands-free, so that works a treat. Yeah, resume all works nicely. So at this speed, 70 mile an hour, I'm turning over at a super relaxed 4,000 RPM, and I can barely feel the engine. It's just purring beneath me, no vibrations at all. Just, you can just feel the fact that it's a twin. It's got lots of character. I'll just turn the cruise control off. So I'll just drop it down 2 gears to 4th. Auto blipper works lovely. Just going to get the revs up a bit, see if there's any nasty vibes. So at this sort of speed now, 5,500 revs, still no vibrations at all. Very, very impressive. So at this speed also, it's got the screen in the tallest position. Absolutely, virtually no wind at all on me. Very, very nice calm bubble of air here. So excellent job on the old windshield there and the wind protection. So in top gear, just opening it up, yeah, loads and loads of pull in top gear. Very, very impressive. I've copped it a bit with the rush hour today at this time of day. But anyway guys, just to sum up, the NT1100 is a supreme long distance tourer. Excellent wind protection, very, very comfortable to say the least. Very nice upright riding position, an engine that's just, it's so low revving and torquey, it's just totally the engine for the job for doing long distance. You know, forget about high revs with this, it just sort of excels in the sort of mid-range. So top marks for the NT1100 on the motorway guys. So far guys, I've been really, really impressed with this NT1100. It handles absolutely beautifully for a big bike. You know, you can really chuck it round the bends. Standout features for me is the comfort of it and the suspension. It's just so sort of plush and compliant. You know, if you want a bike to do hundreds of miles on, this is really, really good. I mean, round this bend here, look, it's actually really playful. So even though it's a physically big bike, it doesn't feel that heavy around the corners. I mean, it feels the same sort of comfort and security of like bikes like you know, Triumph Trophy, FJR13, Pan-European, but without the sort of the weight penalty, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I think Honda have done well with this. So just while we're in this contraflow, guys, just with the cruise control on at 50, just thought I'd talk about the bike again for a couple more minutes. So the seat, I mean, I've been on this bike for well over an hour now, and I haven't had to sort of move about at all, so that just shows how good the seat is. I think I forgot to say at the beginning about the mirrors. Very nice and clear little units there. I can see about 30-40% of my elbows, but all in all, very, very clear view behind. Nice that they're sort of here rather than sometimes the mirrors are right out there, out front, so they're back a bit, so that's nice. All in all, very, very clear, easy to use dash. I can't really convey how nice this is to ride. It just purrs along. I mean, what we're doing now, 3,000 revs in 5th gear. I'm just going to slow it down a fraction on the old cruise. Very nice. The seating position, leg position, all very nice into the tank. I do like the sort of Africa Twin-esque sort of straight bars rather than sort of clip-ons. They could have done that, but I do like the straight bars. Riding position is all very upright. But yeah, just what a fantastic bike, guys. It's well spec'd. You know, you've got cruise control, heated grips, all your USBs, touchscreen TFT, optional top boxes. I would recommend if you're going to take a passenger. I've got no doubt at all that the comfort for the passenger would be top notch on the back there. Got a little bit of storage under the rear seat as well. So all in all, I think Honda have done very well with this, making an affordable touring bike. I mean, if you want a bit more power, you know, there are other ones in this sort of category, but if you just want purely touring and comfort with a high level of specification, definitely give one of these a look, I would say. So we'll just try a little roll on. We're in 4th gear, 35 mile an hour, wide open, and it pulls so beautifully and strongly. Wow, very impressive. It's got that lovely rumble from that exhaust. It makes a really good noise for a standard exhaust. So even though this is a full-on tourer, it's still really good round the bends. Right, we'll just wrap it up here. Have a little final walk round. Lovely. What a lovely bike. To see what it's like into first and neutral. That couldn't be any easier. Give you another little look at that TFT dash. A little sound test for you. Wow. Right, I'll just leave it running on high beam with the indicators going, so you can have a look at those. Nice, decent size stand, very strong, chunky. So this is, Hondas have this, they have it where the indicators are both on for sort of safety. Hope you can see that. So all good on the lights, LEDs. Alright, let's just see what it's like to push off the side stand. So I mean, off the side stand, that's really, really quite light. I mean, it looks a huge bike and it is physically big, but off the side stand, that's easy and yeah, not too bad to push around. You know, I'm a little guy, really, average strength. I've got no problem with that at all. And I have tried it on the centre stand earlier at the shop, and that was fine to put on the centre stand. Alright guys, so what are your thoughts on the Honda NT1100? Just give you a little look round all the bits. So really nice plush suspension there, Nissan front brakes, dual discs, very strong. Got that Africa twin base motor. Really good. All the build quality looks the usual Honda excellence. Really like the fact that it comes with the panniers. That's a nice touch, and they've got the liners inside. So not too tall a seat for me. Nice that it comes with the rear rack as well, already fitted. I like that. There's a bit of storage under the seat there. So there's your preload adjustment, key for the rear seat. So this is chain drive, not shaft drive. This has got the quick shifter fitted. I'd recommend that. It does make it a bit more fun. Very smooth clutch. I'll just show you the screen again if you didn't see it at the beginning. Lowest position, highest position. Very good. Well guys, what a beautiful machine that is to ride. If you're into touring and you want a well-priced touring bike which is well spec'd, it's got the lot, you know, cruise control, heated grips, panniers, give one of these a look for sure. It really is a beautiful ride, super smooth, very torquey motor, one of the best in the business. It says it's Africa twin base, so you can't go wrong. Alright guys, please give me a thumbs up, like, share and subscribe, post your comments down below, and I'll catch you again soon for another review. Alright guys, all the best, and bye bye for now.